Hey, I'm live and I love me today. We're going to talk about that. I don't love me any more than usual. I just figure, hey, I just want to acknowledge I love me and I want you to love you. So, good morning. It's time for morning coffee. Whether you're having it at 6 o'clock in the morning with me or you're having it at 10 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, it's still time for coffee. And a little conversation. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. So, first of all, may I proclaim, actually, it's not my proclamation, it just already is. Today is World Peace Day, which to me sounds like it would be just awesome. Doesn't it make you think of Sandra Bullock in whatever that crazy movie was where she was a cop undercover in a beauty contest and she asked for world peace? I think it'd be wonderful. So here it is, World Peace Day. Yeah. But that's not all. That's not all. I want to play the song for you a little bit, but I think it's probably copywritten and YouTube would probably cancel my whole morning coffee if I play it. But Earth, Wind, and Fire. Do you remember? The truth is, you wouldn't even know the words. Nobody does. But I want you to play the song September by Earth, Wind, and Fire because it's all about today. Today, the 21st of September. There's a whole song about it. It's like an awesome day. Part of the reason is it is officially the last day of summer. I'm going to miss summer, even though it's been like 110, 120 degrees out here. I'd rather be warm than cold. Oh, I can play it here, not just on Facebook. Okay, wait a minute. Hey, Alexa, play Earth, Wind, and Fire, September. Get ready.
Here's September by Earth, Wind, and Fire on Amazon Music.
That's hilarious. We have Amazon in all the different rooms of the house. And the one right here in the kitchen on the windowsill where I'm pointing didn't pick it up. The one in the other room picked it up. Alexa is not that bright, apparently. Hey, Alexa, play Earth, Wind, and Fire, September.
Amazon Music is streaming on another device.
Now she told me that Amazon Music is streaming on another device. Do you hear it in the other room? I'm dancing. I don't know if you can hear the music, but I can. We'll just kind of leave it on in the background. Do me a favor. Somebody let me know if you can hear the music in the background. Oh, no, now it's quiet. You can't hear it. Anyway, Earth, Wind, and Fire, September, all about today, because today is like got so much stuff going on besides World Peace Day and besides that it's the end of summer. I know you're going to love this part. It is the anniversary of the first time in history that an Emmy Award went to a cable TV show. Now, first of all, the Emmy Awards were yesterday, so that's kind of timely, right? But here's why it's more important to me personally. It went to one of my favorite shows. For the very first time, a cable show got an Emmy, and it went to Mad Men. I watched it religiously. I love that show. It was about advertising in the 50s. But here's one of the reasons that I loved it so much. I have a son. Well, I have a son and a daughter. I have a son. And for a while, he was looking for work to do. You know, he was getting bored. He was during the financial crisis we had, and his job ended. He was looking for something to do. And unlike his mother, he's like 5'11", and I'm sorry, I know he's not watching, so I won't embarrass him. He's gorgeous. Like, people stop in the street and look at him. He's like that handsome. Anyway, he thought maybe he'd do a little extra work because he lived in California. And because of his look, he was like every day given a position on one show or another. He was even on 24 once, and that was my favorite show. Anyway, on Mad Men, seriously, they called him in as an extra, and then they walked over to him the first morning and said, "You interested in doing a line?" Not like, like drugs, but like a line in the show. He said, "Sure, why not?" They took him to wardrobe. They gave him a 50s haircut, and they gave him a costume of 50s clothes, put him in the show, loved his look. And for like, I don't know how many episodes, he was an extra. And whenever you would see the office there, you would see my son Mike walking around doing whatever they told him to do. So yeah, I loved the show before Mike was on it, but after Michael became my star, I liked it even better. So that was Mad Men, yeah. It's also, I don't know, I don't know how much you care about this, but it is National Pecan Cookie Day. No, seriously, you got to get this. You can keep your chocolate chips. Give me pecan cookies. When I was a little girl, they make them all different ways, right? But there used to be a kind that looks kind of like a Mexican, they call them Mexican wedding cookies. They're basically pecan cookies that are rolled in powdered sugar. Yeah, pecan cookies open. That's what I'm talking about here. So anyway, the Mexican wedding cookies are a little softer. The ones my mother used to make were called Pecan Sandies, and they were just like full of pecan pieces, just like crunchy like sand, which is why they called them that. And then in circles, they were like round cookies, and then excuse me, and then rolled in powdered sugar. So delicious. And I started eating them when I was a little kid, and my mommy called them Pecan Sandies, and I actually thought that the cookies were named after me. I did, really. No kidding. I was like almost an adult before I realized that Pecan Sandies weren't named for me, that I couldn't figure out how other people knew to call them that. Yeah, Christmas cookies. Some people call them Christmas cookies too. Thank you. Yes, that is accurate. Oh, girls, it's so good to have all of you here this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Henry and Len. And who else is there? I don't know. I can't see. I think I left my glasses in the car. So I have these cheaters here today. Oh, I see you out there. Now I feel like I'm Miss Sandye on Romper Room again. Happy birthday to Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra, the catcher. Baseball, Yogi Berra, catcher. I have to honor Yogi Berra because that guy said more things that made people laugh. He was funnier than almost any stand-up comedian without ever trying it. I thought, one of my favorite quotes of his, because it's so timely. He sounds just like a politician. One of my favorite quotes of his was, wait a minute, I never said most of the things I said. Doesn't that sound like a politician? It's so 2020. Yeah, I know. I never said some of the things I said. Anyway, I Googled quotes of Yogi Berra's. I got to read you some of these because they're hilarious. This was his classic. When you come to a fork in the road, just take it. Really? You can observe a lot by just watching. Baseball is 90% mental, and the other half is physical. I love Yogi Berra. How about, you better cut, and you've heard this, but you probably didn't know that all these things, these insane comments came from the same guy. You better cut the pizza in 4 pieces because I'm not hungry enough to eat 6. What? How about, Never answer an anonymous letter. It gets late early out there. If people don't want to come to the ballpark, no one's going to stop them. Pair up in threes. You've got to be very careful if you don't know where you're going, because you may not get there. Thank you, Yogi Berra. I have 50. I mean, I don't know what I have here. I think I copied down 25 of them for you, but oh, Yogi, he was just awesome. So I never said most of the things I said. Great humor from him. Great humor. Maybe I'll post him. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll take a picture of my page and post it on What Do I Say, What Do I Do for you. Okay, so I think I posted yesterday that we're only 942 or something like that people short of the amount of subscriptions I need to pull in some advertisers on my YouTube channel. That's what I'm trying to do, by the way. I don't ask anybody for money ever. However, I would like to make some money and like at least cover all my expenses for the things I do. So I found out that if you have 1,000 followers or subscriptions on YouTube, you can start doing advertising, which would be awesome. I would love to do that. Then you guys don't have to pay for anything. I don't have to pay for anything. I can bring in advertisers to do it for us. So I figure it could be done because we have almost 1,000 on What Do I Say, What Do I Do now. So bring in your friends. Will you get them to subscribe? You know, you guys have been wonderful about getting people to subscribe to What Do I Say, What Do I Do. Get them to subscribe to this so that I can actually maybe love me a little more with some money. Ooh. Speaking of I love me, don't forget, I'm going to be talking about self-sabotage this week. And I kind of wanted to give you a little preview. I do. Because, like, what is that? And are you sure that this applies to me? I can pretty much tell you that, yes, it applies to you. It applies to all of us. Now, what is blocking you from being the most amazing human being on the planet? Well, if anything's blocking you, it's probably you, my friends. It's probably you. So let's talk about some of the ways that you might be self-sabotaging. So when you listen to the self-sabotage video, when you listen to what I have to say about it, you'll already be in that frame of mind. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. Sometimes our behavior becomes self-sabotaging when we have a problem and we add to that problem instead of solving it. For instance, about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, I had glasses and I lost my glasses, but I never replaced my glasses. Sometimes you know what works for you, but you stop doing it. Like, I know if I want guns, I need to work out because I've worked out and I've had guns. But if I'm not working out, I don't have those guns and I'm not working out. You know what works for you because you've done it, right? You remember when you could fit into that little outfit of yours? You do, don't you? There are so many things that we know to do that we just don't do. Start loving yourself again. That's why I chose this mug. Oh, Bailey. But promising to exercise and then finding other things to do, that's self-sabotage. Oh, you know what else is self-sabotage? When you're really, really tired, but you get on Facebook anyway, and you stay on Facebook even when you're exhausted. Wow, we must have company at 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Bailey. Bailey, come here. Bailey. Oh, it's not you barking. Gloria, that's you. But we have 3 dogs in the house here. I thought that was Bailey's bark, but it wasn't. Lying to yourself about money. Oh my God, that is such a huge way to self-sabotage. You lie to yourself about money, and then you go do huge amounts of retail therapy. You tell yourself you can't really afford it, but then you go spend it. Or you pretend to be fine when you're really not fine, so you don't ask for help, or you don't do the things that you know you should be doing. Yeah. Or knowing that it's time to get up and hitting the snooze alarm over and over and over. It's really easy to do in this time of quarantine, isn't it? Hit that snooze alarm because, hey, what do I have to get up for anyway, right? Well, some of you are back to work. I think that's good. Keep it up. We're going to be talking about what we do to block our own good. We're going to talk about self-sabotage, but not just talk about how you do it. We're going to talk about how to stop doing it. Yeah. Because you could be listening to all that negative self-talk. And what happens is you start telling yourself stories, and you start believing the stories that you tell. You tell them to other people, but you hear them at the same time, and you start making them real. So this is my thing, and this is the self-sabotage thought I want to leave you with. As humanoids, we make shit up all the time. We make up stories. Something happens, and because we humans, humanoids, if you will, we have to create meaning in everything that happens. Oh, that happened because that happened. Or she said that because that. We give everything meaning. It's just what we do. You can't stop doing that. That's what we do. But here's the deal, folks. If you're going to make stuff up anyway, and you know you're making it up, why not make up really good stuff? That's my deal. If I'm going to make up stories, I'm going to make up really good stories. And I am not going to be the idiot, and I am not going to be the bad guy. I'm going to be the hero because I love me. And so for today, I want you to love you. And I thought how fun it would be if what I did was read you from How to Be Grateful, if I read you the dedication page, because it's really special to me. This book is dedicated with my deepest love and gratitude to my muse, to the guy who makes me want to wake up every day with a smile on my face and love in my heart. That muse is Max Leonard Pecan, my number one grandson. Okay, my only grandchild to date. Max is my inspiration. He's the kindest critic and sometimes my best business coach. Grandy, that's what he calls me, Grandy. Grandy, he said, your next book should be for kids. And so it will. Coming soon, Word Art for Children. I love my children, that's a fact. And I totally love being a parent, being a mother. But being a grandparent, in my case, being Grandy Sandy, it's as good as it gets. Who knew? Who knew that my heart would be instantly and forever his? He's my munch, my doodles, my Max Packs. He's my ultimate gift. To say that I am grateful for his presence in my life, yet a gross understatement of what this little guy means to me. I am grateful for his smiles and his hugs and his cuddles. That smile of his is absolute magic. The love he exudes is palatable, fills me up and gushes out so I can be more of who I am for him, my friends, the family, acquaintances, and you. He's the embodiment of all my gratitude. He's the fountain from whence my joy flows. Poetic, huh? For all the joy you bring and all the love you are, Max Leonard Pecan, I am deeply in gratitude and totally in love. And so I dedicate this book to you. Mwah! How to be grateful when it looks like there's nothing to be grateful about. Oh, Opa, of course you get a discount when you order in bulk. No question. No question. In fact, send me a private message and we'll play a little game with that. Okay. I love me. Can that be your slogan for today? I love me. Take care of you because I want you back here tomorrow and I want you here this week so we can talk about self-sabotage. It's an awesome game and you can win it. Let's figure out how together. Love you. Bye-bye.